After gaining independence in 1943, Lebanon's new political leaders created a system of governance that would allow for the proportional representation of the country's three major religious groups: Maronite Christians, represented by the President; Shiite Muslims, represented by the Speaker of Parliament; and Sunni Muslims, represented by the Prime Minister. However, unresolved sectarian differences eventually devolved into a civil war that lasted from 1975 to 1990, in which both Israeli and Syrian forces intervened, and more than 100,000 people died. Syrian forces withdrew from Lebanon in 2005 following the assassination of Lebanese Prime Minister Rafik Hariri, but a war between Israel and Hezbollah quickly followed in 2006. In the last decade, sectarian tensions between Hezbollah and Sunni groups have increased, as has political gridlock. In addition to a 2.5-year leadership gap from 2014 to 2016, Lebanon did not hold parliamentary elections for 9 years. Furthermore, Lebanese politics have become a proxy battleground for Iran, which provides support for Hezbollah, and Saudi Arabia, which supports Prime Minister Saad Hariri and other Sunni politicians. In November 2017, during his visit to the kingdom, Saudi Arabia seemingly held Hariri under house arrest and forced him to resign from office amid Saudi concerns that Hariri was not doing enough to counter Hezbollah's influence. Hariri eventually returned to Lebanon and to office, but tensions between political parties persist. Lebanon's economy has struggled as well, partly because of political gridlock, but also because of spillover from the Syrian civil war. In addition to hosting more than 1.5 million refugees, nearly 1 million of whom are Syrian, the 8-year conflict in Syria has affected cross-border trade and dampened Lebanon's tourism industry. Lebanon has the world's third highest ratio of debt to gross domestic product and may face economic and monetary crises. Despite Lebanon's dissociation policy, Hezbollah's armed component has also been involved in the Syrian civil war, which has exacerbated ongoing tensions between Hezbollah and Israel along the shared and disputed Israel-Lebanon border and has led to increasingly hostile rhetorical exchanges between Hezbollah and Israel over Israeli airstrikes in Syria. Hezbollah has allegedly supported Syrian President Bashar al-Assad since the start of the Syrian war.